There we go.
Hi. Welcome to A.M.I.'s channel.
Down in front? Hello? What the why? Oi! Don't make me kick that chair out from under you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and
No,
girls.
that's not even how it goes.
No, I know. I don't remember.
That's not even how it goes. You're mocking me and you can't even do that right. Like, how dare. Rat. Get down there.
What was it MJ said the other day?
What?
I can't remember, but it was kind of like ladies and gentlemen, and then they said something like something hose or something.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, I like that, but
fair enough.
Can't remember what it was.
Well, anyway, hello, Keenergy, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us this morning or tonight. Whatever.
It's still tonight.
Actually,
you know what? We'll make it this morning, so today is over now. We can leave today in the past.
So, welcome to what we are hoping is the end of Trial 2 of Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Can you please not control my hands?
I just want to give myself head pats.
No.
Head
Bold.
pats.
I will slap your hand.
But head pats.
No. No head
pats. Can I
pats.
have head pats?
Don't deserve.
You don't want to pat the bunny?
No, don't deserve.
Why don't I deserve?
Because you're bold.
How am I bold?
You're controlling my limbs without my consent. So you're bold.
Oh, it was an accident.
But yeah, so we are currently in the middle of the second day of the trial. We got done cross-examining Filch after learning that like his grandfather was also this famous thief from yesteryear. So, you know, thievery runs in the Tanuki family.
Did we get our bracelet back off him?
Yes.
Yeah.
As well as Widget.
Yeah. I remember Widget coming back because she was angry.
But now we have called LaBelle to the stand. Because not because of finding the bottle of product in the secret vault.
No, that was stolen by Filch. So Filch dropped it, not LaBelle.
Yeah. But we have now reason to believe that LaBelle... Can't remember why we're calling LaBelle to the stand.
Oh, there was a reason. I can't remember what happened. Filch said something.
Well, he basically sold LaBelle out about like the whole plot and being the Tenmataro in the costume and all of that stuff. It started off as like trying to convince us that Jinxie was Tenmataro and that but there was one part of the cross-examination and Filch just folded and went, no, it was all LaBelle.
Yeah, basically. But it was enough to convince Judge to call him as well. Judge is somewhat competent in this trial, except when...
Yeah, that's what it was. Because Filch admitted to faking his alibi, it puts LaBelle's into question as well.
Oh yeah, because LaBelle was with him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the two of them were like practicing their alibi in the hallway before the trial. So. But anyway, look, we'll get into it and we'll pick it up from where we left off and kind of just hope for the best.
Yeah. Am I controlling you again?
No.
No, okay. Thought when I moved back that you moved back too.
No, this
Oh yeah.
That movement is me. You just gotta keep your arm out of the field of view of the camera.
I'll try, but this is a small room.
Blame the neighbors for that one. We should have been streaming in the bigger room. That was more airy and navigable, but no, we were too loud for the neighbors.
to be fair, on your birthday night, we were too loud for the neighbors. I was laughing like a goat.
April 19th.
Happy birthday.
No. Hey,
Happy
the painting's
fake
different.
Birthday. It is. Oh no. That's been the painting this whole time.
What happened to the one of Judge?
That wasn't in this case.
Oh, we're in defendant lobby number 3. Ah, that's why. So April 19th, 10:25 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. We did it, Apollo! We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court. Yeah. Hey, why the long face?
I have to talk to LaBelle.
I can't help but feel like I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a counterattack. You really are a worrywart, aren't you? It'll be fine. And that mystery figure who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch had to have been Florent LaBelle. I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it, though. At any rate, the big showdown with Mr. LaBelle is up next, so chin up, Apollo. Wow.
Shut up or shut up. Happy birthday to
Stop.
you.
April 19th, 11 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh. His hair's green now.
Yeah, he's the Joker now.
Court is back in session. Our next witness is... Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important matter. It seems the witness is predisposed at the moment. Surely you jest. I will hold you to your promise, remember that. Oh, my deepest apologies. This is Florent LaBelle, personal aide to Mayor Tenma. Or should I say, the accused. Oh, like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough. Well, what business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible. Your boldness. Oh, right. Mr. Filch's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand. Yes. To think I'd be associated with this entirely lurid affair. Well, I'm not. So may I go now? I have very important matters to attend to.
Objection!
I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. You do realize what a serious crime you've committed? Witness. Witness. You are being accused of perjury. Hey, monster! Hello!
Obstruction? Close enough.
Obstruction of justice. This is your chance to clear the air. Fine. The truth is I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer. So I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry. You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. I don't get paid enough for that one.
Look, we're just talking about the bridge, right?
Oh yes, yes.
They're building a bridge in town. Erection!
What were you really doing at the time of the crime? Peasant! How dare you accuse me! Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence.
Uh-oh. Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk is past.
What swords? Yeah.
Swords? What swords? That was the great Ace Attorney. You're in the wrong game. This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in our hands. I will send you to the Shadow Realm. Begone, ye of cowardly heart. Oh, he broke his chains again.
Uh-oh.
He just broke the chain! The battlefield hath no place for ye. Again? Oh my. Spare me, please.
My brain just rewrote that other song, The Battlefield. It's just like the battle. Why does the trial always feel like a battlefield?
It wouldn't be an Ace Attorney game if it didn't. So much for sturdier shackles. Ah! Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll this day. This gives keeping your head on in court a whole new meaning. Will the witness please deliver the accused's death knell? You know of what I speak.
Confession?
Most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him. Whatever he has to say can't be good. As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during the recess, I rushed right over to the Fox chamber when I heard little Jinxie scream. What? Then, drum roll, please. I saw Mayor Tenma opening the Forbidden Chamber doors. But there you have it. That's it. Unfortunately, DC's lawyers arrested them for copyright, and the case was never solved. Oh, that's interesting.
I'll chat what you're drinking.
I am drinking Desperado's Tropical Daiquiri. Sorry, I was looking for the return logo. And it is an interesting drink.
Tastes more like beer or more like daiquiri?
Yes. It will take a moment to get used to. The red caipirinha is one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I never looked up how to pronounce that word. My brain wants to pronounce it kind of like capoeira.
Yeah, I just want to call it the Funyurimpa. There you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch. It was the accused. There was never any third party. Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime. Startling sounds bad. The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman.
Didn't Jinxie pass out?
That's right. The mayor actually confessed to the murder. Right there and then. Silence in court, Mark. Don't worry, we're gonna send LaBelle back to Arkham very soon. You can't spell Mark Hamill without Arkham.
Order. Order in the court. This is quite conclusive testimony, if it stands.
Look at Judge saying if, not just going, oh, okay, I'm going to say guilty now.
Yeah. Just so, Victoria. Just so. Wait, wrong game. Just so. And quite astonishing, I might add. I only learned of this fact during the recess. I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you. No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess.
I mean, the lady behind LaBelle, you know, they're just one of the stock images in the crowd. She just looks so done with his shit already. And then it cut straight to Athena going, ugh.
Reminds me of the DC cartoon with the Joker and the Trapster, both voiced by Hamill, kidnapped Mark Hamill for a ransom. Oh yeah, I remember that.
I've never seen that.
But is this really true? Did Mayor Tenma really confess?
It is indeed. During that last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter.
Jinxie, why would you tell him?
It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess.
That testimony is quite favorable to the prosecutions.
This is LaBelle. Yes, I called earlier about the party reservations. That's right, and I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Tenma's Conviction Gala. A splendid time is guaranteed for all. All but the mayor and his defense.
There's like 8 rows of numbers on that phone.
Uh-huh.
Well, as it seems our witness is a very busy man. Let's get right to his testimony. Yes. Mr. LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime.
Judge!
Judge, don't say it
Don't
like
say it like that. That's evidence tampering.
that.
What LaBelle saw.
But the way he's playing with his rose makes me uncomfortable, yeah.
Oh, it actually does spew, like, cologne.
It is a bottle.
It is a bottle, yeah. So they knew what they were doing. Oh, AJM. Oh, wow. Wow. I saw it. Yeah, that's, oh, I don't like that. Sorry. I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of her father's crimes, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Immediately after that, the mayor came too, stood up, and opened the forbidden chamber.
He did not.
As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end.
No, because that's where Jinxie was. Lies.
I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Yes. Quite unexpected. To think the defendant actually confessed then and there to his crime.
Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter.
You do realize you should not have withheld such crucial testimony from the court.
Once again, sorry. I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon that most unpleasant scene. Why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy? We better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty. As a death row inmate once told me in years gone by, there is a time to fight, and a time to yield, a time to live, and a time to die. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. Ah. Oh, he's laying it on real thick now.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Need to hydrate before you do that. You have a lot of voices to do.
Yeah, that I do. Let me just... Oh.
Ooh, don't drop your phone.
I'm...
Ooh. Ad break starting in a minute.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Oh.
Is it tasty or is it upsetting you? Can't tell.
It's like, it's beer. But my brain is confused because it's not just a cocktail.
Yeah.
So it's good, but my brain is very confused by it.
Does it taste like a cocktail and a beer at the same time?
Yeah. So, you're fully correct. I want to go to that fifth statement, but God, it's taking forever. Because Jinxie's eyewitness account of the demon in the hallway near the crime scene. She says it fled toward the foyer. After leaving the scene and calling the police, they passed each other at a bend in the hall as he made for the foyer. He was carrying a staff-like implement that jingled. He couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall.
But your brain is always confused. It knows beer, though.
I alcohol well.
Objection!
Florette LaBelle, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway. What on earth do you mean?
Yes, Care to fill the rest of us in, Mr. Justice?
If Mr. LaBelle had really fled down into the hall with the phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma. What's this? After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then, after making her call, she went back to the main hallway. Whereupon she encountered the demon yokai, or whatever you want to call it. As for me, I call it Phineas Filch in a Tenma Taro costume. The encounter happened right here, where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he had fled here, feigning escape from the yokai imposter...
Why, yes. The two would have crossed paths.
Right. Except Miss Tenma told us there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there. Oh! My eyes! My beautiful eyes!
That was fantastic. I'm so happy he hurt himself.
Oh, yeah. Monstar says, I miss alcohol.
Aw.
Aw. Not such a fabulous scent now, is it?
But, Mr. Justice, the wit...
And Monstar was worried about saying erection.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we just went to the next stage.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there could be a few extra stages in there.
Mm.
Lubrication, fornication. You know, there's a couple of steps between erection and ejaculation, I suppose.
Let's not lie, we all came a little when we saw LaBelle get hurt by his own flower.
Wow. Somebody can somebody quote that? Someone just add that to the quotes.
I need to go through my quotes and delete some.
But, Mr. Justice, the witness also stated that he heard the mayor confess. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it?
I'm an artist. I like to push boundaries. Inside the fox chamber. Where else?
But isn't that within the very crime scene?
It is, Your Honor. And that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time. What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you?
Silence.
Foolish fop. A true man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies comes to naught before a foe with the sword of truth bared.
He on our side?
But Prosecutor Blackquill, what are you? I thought we were on the same side. You are mistaken. There are no sides here, save for my cold, steely edge of judgment. You are alone upon this battlefield, with naught but your lies and sickly sweet perfume.
I guess he really liked when the perfume sprayed him in the eyes.
Whoa. What just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him. You heard the mayor's confession from inside, did you not? You deviant dandy.
Why does that sound like flirting?
For the sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the Tanuki. Without either of them noticing you were right there in the Fox chamber. Oh my. So that's how it's going to be. Fine. I'll come clean then. Seriously? You admit to being there in the Fox chamber? I do. I did enter the room after the murder. But I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it. I feel terrible about lying like that. But it's a verbal cologne I use to protect myself. You'd better explain yourself, Mr. LaBelle. Yes, of course. I was just about to get to that.
See what I mean about the woman behind him?
Yeah.
The witness is skating on thin ice. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime.
You don't usually care about it.
No.
Now, let's hear your testimony again. This time, without your perfume of lies.
In the Fox chamber. I did enter the Fox chamber after the murder. But I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left. I'd heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there. What I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen.
From behind the screen? Why, yes. I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there.
Just so. He could see everything without being spotted by the victim, or that Tanuki Filch. Suffice to say, he was a mere witness to the events, rather than an actual third party.
Whose side are you on, damn it?
This guy's as slippery as an eel. Apollo! You think he's telling the truth? Oh, well, he was in the Fox chamber, so at least that much must be true.
The defense may...
Okay, Judge.
The defense may cross-examine our slightly voyeuristic witness.
That's a really weird way to phrase that.
Just a tad.
So what doesn't make sense?
Yeah, I did enter. I didn't enter until I heard the mayor groan, hid behind the screen. What I saw there up close, it was horrifying. What did you see?
He was behind the screen. Surely he won't be able to see the alderman on the table.
Right. Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail? And what exactly would you like details about? Well, what I'd like to ask you about is, the murder weapon.
Yeah.
Because if he's behind the screen, like, he
can't see what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you describe the state of the weapons that had been used at the scene? Oh, the spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman Kyubi. Then there was that statue that the alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenma. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor.
He shouldn't know what that looks like, should he?
Nope.
No.
Oh, right. The statue. But why would he find it inspiring? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring? Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the merger had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between town and village, an inspiring symbol of goodwill. A broken statue next to a bloody corpse? Real inspiring.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider his statement to be of any importance?
Very important.
Yeah, these things are always very important. I believe that to be extremely important. I request that it be added to the testimony.
Objection!
Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle. What possibly could you mean? You said this statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct? It is indeed. But what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill. As if they were celebrating the municipal merger. Something the matter? So, how did you really know that this statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again? What? Justice Dono, explain yourself, and make it quick. This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret. A secret? Whatever do you mean? What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenma on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Tenma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form? What do you mean, where? The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form. Right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken. How dare you?
Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness of some sort of crime?
Yeah, yes I am. Florent LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Kyubi. Never getting old.
Nope.
Am I puppeteering Meg? It would explain why her lips move when I speak and also explain where my hand is.
Unfortunately, we only have one microphone between two people, so...
So the camera pointed at me picks up when I speak, but the microphone picks up when Meg speaks through the program she's using. So when I speak, I get both.
So...
There we go.
Your voice comes out of my mouth, but not the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you are kind of a puppeteer in that way.
Order, order. Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
We need to get Meg a mic. See, Meg has a mic, but we have tried using 2 mics in the one room before, and this room is not set up to adequately account for that.
No, we are in a box room.
Yeah.
Well, big enough box room, but box room nonetheless.
Yeah. Like we would need to, like we.
There's no way in this room with 2 mics that it still wouldn't pick up your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm starting to get warm now.
It is 2 girls, 1 mic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my ears are ringing. Oh. That's weird.
Good alcohol.
Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Ah! How could you possibly accuse me, the embodiment of beauty? Way to go, Apollo! This is the conclusive evidence we need! Magnifico! We've got you now! We know you killed the alderman! Now admit it! Ah, hi! Hi! Ah!
Silence.
So, is that not enough evidence?
Enough of your silly games, Justice Dono. This prancing peacock could not possibly be the killer.
Objection.
What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled to dust. And I just proved that he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence.
Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo... yes. That's right. I clearly remember it now. Alderman Kyubi told me about it. About what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine.
I doubt that.
Yeah, right. He wouldn't show you a secret gift just like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime. It has? Forgotten, have we? Recall the little scamp's statement, if you will. When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox chamber, she saw the alderman and the mayor collapsed therein, and no one else.
But he said he was hiding behind the screen so nobody could see him.
Right. Oh, dang it. And the fact is, it was you two who made that apparent in yesterday's court session. Thus, Florent Lebel could not possibly have been in that locked room.
He just told us.
Ah!
Told us where he was hiding.
Yeah. I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen LaBelle? The proof is incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. He just said he was hiding behind the thing. Am I not right, your baldness?
It does seem awfully conclusive. The facts point to the defendant and victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Objection. Silence.
Oh. You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over, Justice Dono. Your baldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons. It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice.
A point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma.
Hold it.
It would seem that my time is at hand.
Mayor Tenma?
Counselor, there is a matter to which I must testify. I recall it now only for your good graces.
Counselor? Oh, right. He must mean me. Has he finally remembered what happened before that blow to his head? Bailiff, don't just stand there. Seize him.
He's you too. You broke your shackles.
It's no good. I can't restrain him.
Know me and despair. For I am Tenma Taro, Demon Lord of the Yokai.
Mr. Justice, do something.
Since when am I responsible for court security? Apollo, this is our chance. We might get some new information out of him. Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai.
Well, when you put it that way. Still, I believe testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in the legal world.
I mean, if pirates and ghosts can give testimony, then why not yokai? This is not the weirdest thing you've seen, Judge.
No. Wait till we get to game 6.
Oh god.
Unprecedented in absurdity, more like.
All right then, Mr. Damien Tenma, or could I say Mr. Tenma Taro? Your testimony, please.
I shall now speak of recollections most real, courtesy of my host, Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them but once you shall.
Wrong. You'll say them, then we can scroll through them.
The ruler of demonkind. What a title for this testimony.
Barely conscious was Damien then. Amid the darkness, suddenly 2 yokai did appear. On one side, I, Tenma Taro, ruler of demon kind. And on the other, my mortal enemy, the 9-tailed fox.
So is the defendant asserting that the room he was in was very dark at the time?
Strange as it may be, yes, indeed, all was in darkness.
Oh!
Hmm?
He was knocked out in the fox chamber.
Yeah.
Or in the Forbidden Chamber, I should say. So he comes to, big ass Tenmataro statue looming down on him.
Yeah.
And Rex Kyubi, having come back from being a wrestler, is on the other side of the door.
Okay.
That's where this is gonna go, innit?
How was he knocked out in there?
I guess we'll find out.
Hmm.
And the part about Tenmataro and the nine-tailed fox being
Yes, that too. Tenmataro towered overhead, and the nine-tailed fox glittered gold.
I call animal abuse, Your Honor.
It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted. Yes, well, truth be told, my host's recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As if half dreamt. That happening lingers in his mind.
Apollo, maybe I can help here. Really? Oh, you mean... Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart. Discord? No.
Turn off your notifications.
Yeah, turn off your notifications.
Mute that tab.
Blip. Blip. I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event. Okay. I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us. Again.
So I suppose if the mayor came back from being... Not the mayor. The alderman came back from being the nine-tailed fox, he'll be wearing the mask. And that's why the mask ended up in the river, because it was thrown out the window?
Possibly, yeah.
Barely conscious was Damien there, amid the darkness.
So sadness, okay. He's already been bludgeoned.
Yeah, so... Did LaBelle clock him, put him in the chamber, and then when... No. Gonna say...
Ooh.
Suddenly, two yokai did appear.
Okay. I'm trying to think why he would say he killed him.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a good image.
On one side, I, Tenmataro, ruler of demon kind.
Can we... Oh, I can't get rid of that. I wanted that graphic. Boo. And on... Oh! Happiness! That's weird. And on the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox. So, hold on. He goes from sadness to sadness and surprise. Makes sense with the two yokai showing.
Yeah.
Tenmataro is there. But then happiness at seeing the nine-tailed fox?
Be happy that the nine-tailed fox is gonna save him from Tenmataro?
Or, as you thought, maybe LaBelle bludgeoned him, locked him in the Forbidden Chamber, and the alderman's rescuing him while he's in the wrestling gear.
But the alderman was stabbed through while wearing his suit, right?
Yeah, see, that's the bit I...
So did he put his clothes back on and his mask at the same time?
What's interesting there is that he's bludgeoned, he's not wearing the big head wrap thing.
Yeah.
So did that happen? Like, is the head wrap just a big bandage?
If you take a video there, you'll be able to go back and get that.
Oh, as it
Scroll
rolls in.
through. Yeah.
No.
No. Not as...
No. Okay, we're gonna pinpoint the happiness, because that's the one that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Got it!
When the nine-tailed fox appeared,
You not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well. Joy? I mean, what villain wouldn't be happy to fight their nemesis? Especially if they're
But it
both
wasn't.
wrestlers.
But it wasn't Mataro that experienced the happiness, it was Damien.
Yeah.
He was shocked at Mataro, and then...
Perhaps it was joy. At the light coming to my eyes at long last.
Not you.
A long and terrible creaking did pierce the silence. And then there was light. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket. A creaking door? Oh, you must be talking about the Forbidden Chamber door. It does make a lot of noise. So this means the Forbidden Chamber really was opened. But what about that sudden light he described? I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tenmataro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox Chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be here? The Forbidden Chamber.
Take that!
The Forbidden Chamber? Was it not the Fox Chamber where the murder did occur? Yeah, but it all makes sense if you were in the Forbidden Chamber. That terrible creaking sound was probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening. And the towering Tenmataro saw? Most likely the Forbidden Chamber's statue. Why, yeah! No, that should be...
No.
Why, yes. That would explain it. Slip.
I just love for a second the thing closes and then opens again.
He just lets the gimmick slip. He just lets the gimmick slip for just that little bit. The darkness and the staff in the demon's grasp. But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox? Maybe he was seeing things? Just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai? Fantastico, Apollo! It's entirely possible! In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events. Misremember, you say? Let me think. I do believe I remember now. I'm just getting, like, that Meatloaf thing. I remember everything! Fuck that, it's a good album. Bat Out of Hell 2, I think.
Okay.
It's the
I don't think I've ever listened to his albums all the way through.
Oh, they're so good. Love Meatloaf.
I know all the different songs, but I don't think I've ever just sat down and listened to the whole thing.
Yeah, it's Bat Out of Hell 2. If it's what I'm thinking of, there's like a little soliloquy thing leading into Everything Louder Than Everything Else, and it's that I remember everything. Yeah, is a line within that. That was not the nine-tailed fox. It was the amazing Ninetales. Too sweet, me bro.
Can't reach. The camera says no. Oh, you were almost able to reach over the last time.
I know. Classic track? Oh yeah, for sure. I'm losing my voice though.
That's because you're doing all the voices.
The Amazing Ninetales! Grrr!
Oh, what? The Amazing Ninetales?
At first, this is but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly do I recall it.
Can I interject for a second? The poison cup. Not poison, but the drugged cup. Was he drugged with that while he was waiting for him to come back?
Oh, that's a good.
Because they keep only mentioning one cup.
Yeah.
Was it in his autopsy results? Or was it that they tested the cup? No, he'd been in a
Drug-induced slumber.
So, So someone obviously clubbed him before any of this happened.
'Twas the Amazing Ninetales who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry I asked. The Amazing Ninetales? But that was the victim, Alderman Kyubi, right? Yeah. Why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed? Oh, never mind that. This is completely new information. Let me enter it and run an update. Okay, so still just sadness. Alright, so we're getting the statue updated.
Yeah.
Suddenly the door did open and a shaft of light did pierce through. Okay, so that's happiness now.
Yeah. Not dark anymore, I'm happy.
Yeah.
He's not scared anymore either. That one stopped.
Oh, the sadness. Or yeah. That's interesting. Yo!
Nice.
Oh, the sadness is back.
Oh, the Amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue.
He looks so happy.
Yeah.
What does TCP stand for?
Tarot Championship Promotion? I don't know. It's the Yokai Wrestling League thing that he's.
Yeah, it looks like it also looks like it says Champiji.
Champiji.
You see that? Instead of champion, it looks like it says Champiji.
No, okay. I thought we had something with it. Yeah, no.
Okay. Let's go away from this now. So we can get
Yeah,
noise.
it's getting a bit, isn't it? Okay. So I guess we pinpoint the sadness because it's come back. So it's a bit weird going from happy and surprised to
Yay, light! Oh god, it's you.
yeah. Especially when the idea of the nine-tailed fox induced happiness earlier.
Yeah.
Now it's inducing sadness.
Yeah.
Got it!
Oh, when the Amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy. But didn't you also feel shock and sadness?
Oh, yes. In the hazy depths of my mind, I do recollect something of that nature. Caw-caw! I believe it was the fiend's cape of red. For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness did inexplicitly wash...
Oh, wait, no, it's him again.
Oh yeah, he changed back.
For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness did inexplicitly wash over me.
That not be inexplicably.
Yeah.
A cape of red? Apollo, we've reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still a little left. Mayor Tenma, why were you sad when you saw the red cape? Why indeed? Oh, what could this mean? I guess his memory's still a little spotty. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence. Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face. Oh, Something this obvious could arise when someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see. Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. Okay, time to review the evidence. Look out, contradiction! Here comes justice!
Okay, so what would he think is a red cape?
Oh, cool.
Oh, you can do it now. Oh, but it's not the right picture.
It's not the right picture. I know what's wrong. I know what it is.
Yeah, fit. He doesn't wear a cape.
He doesn't wear a cape. He wears a cape of 9 tails.
Yeah.
Not a red one.
What's the red cape?
Objection!
You said the amazing Ninetales cape was red. Are you sure about that? Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but... Mayor Tenma, does this cape look red to you? Oh, that certainly does not look red. Not even scarlet or crimson either. Caca. Nevertheless, upon my liberation, something red did fill as yet haze.
Sorry, hold on. Let me
yeah.
just, I'm just gonna take a sip of my drink here.
Oh.
Upon my liberation, did something red fill my as yet hazy field of view?
The blood in your eyes, perhaps?
And I thought to myself, the amazing Ninetales is arrayed in a cape of red. So you mistook that red something for his cape, huh?
The blood all over the floor, isn't it?
Apparently so.
No, Tim again.
Apparently so. And remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me.
So the red something probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory.
There couldn't be blood if he was...
Oh, well, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the amazing Ninetales. What red object could he have seen there, and what would have been that shocking? I know. Could it have been... Mr. Mayor? Was the red thing you saw...
No, it couldn't have been the blood, because he couldn't be impaled and opening the door, surely. Or was he?
Humor me here.
Okay.
Take that!
Something red that could produce a deep sadness. Could it be Mr. Tenma? That what you saw was the alderman's blood? Blood? Why, yes. It was blood.
Oh god.
It's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was lying behind the amazing Ninetails. The alderman's bloody body.
Someone else was dressed as Ninetails. You're telling me LaBelle looks like that under that suit? Why the fuck does he have shoulder pads when he has those? This is certainly not Phil.
Bye-bye. I love that. His noise level is down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now. Does this mean the amazing Ninetails killed Alderman Kyubi? But the Alderman was the amazing Ninetails, so how exactly would that work?
Did you lose your voice or did you do that on purpose?
I did that on purpose.
Okay.
Hey, I asked you first.
Well, Mr. Justice, you sure know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated.
True. But at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover...
Silence.
No.
Hoy. Don't you think this strange?
Ahoy, hoy.
Ahoy, hoy. The little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber. But she said naught about seeing the amazing Ninetails there.
You just had to bring that up, didn't you?
This was clearly before that.
Jinxie didn't see LaBelle there either. It's so weird. Who really was in that room then?
Would the defense care to share any theories with the court? Can you explain the inconsistency between the defendant's testimony and his daughter's?
I think we can.
Yeah, of course I can explain it. Because if I don't, we're in serious trouble.
Not with any more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Dono. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this.
What about a good old-fashioned penalty? Imagine we just present the wrong thing and our health bar drops to 0.
Imagine we present the wrong thing and his head actually comes off. It'd be like when Phoenix actually gets hit with the coffee cup. The sword will just ching, the head will tumble off. But then in the next scene you'll have it back.
Well, that'll get the video blocked, like Resident Evil
Yeah,
0.
like the pixelated zombie.
I'll never get over that. The first
No.
time I ever played Resident Evil 0 on stream, YouTube would kill the stream whenever that zombie's head falls off at the start of the game.
Yeah, he turns his head and his head, like it's not even violent or graphic or anything. It
No.
just falls off.
And YouTube was just like, nope, dead stream.
It killed the stream. It didn't even, like... Oh, I don't know. But then you tried to come back and do it again. We thought it would just cut off, like,
Yeah.
normally. And then it happened again, and we were like, oh.
Because then I ended up having to record it and, like, pixelate the actual footage and upload that, and that went through
Yeah.
no problem.
No, it's already pixelated as shit.
It's a fucking GameCube game, like
Yeah,
it's not like it's hyper realistic.
yeah.
What always bugs me about stuff like that is like other content creators just have it on their streams, no problem. Or their videos.
You needed a sponsor.
Oh.
Who would we get sponsored by?
Yeah. Well, you know. Maybe one day.
Hmm.
Well, Mr. Justice, let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders.
First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. Unless it got like a modern remake, though, I don't think I'd ever play Resident Evil 0 again.
No.
Like the shared characters was a cool idea, but just having to dump my inventory in places and track all the way back to pick it up again. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the no item box stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, Billy Cohen is dead, right? Like, that game is set before Resi 1, which is before the Spencer Mansion stuff, before, like, just before Raccoon City, and then Raccoon City getting nuked from orbit in Resi 3. Like, Billy Cohen did not survive any of that. He went into the woods and got eaten by zombies escaping the Spencer Mansion, or the zombie dogs, or something. Right? There's no way.
Hunters or something.
Yeah. There's no way he survived. We also hold on.
Right. Well, Mr. Justice, let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders.
First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony.
At the same time, is Filch? Where's Filch?
I have no idea anymore.
Yeah. Like, is he just currently making his way around and sneaking into the chamber?
And these two facts are crucial to my explanation. So let us consider the following question. If the facts point to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene, why did Jinxie Tenma see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma?
A very good question indeed. And I suppose you have an answer for us?
Sadly, you would be supposing wrong. You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor? Well, if she did, then the question is, why did she do that?
Well, how about that explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over. Yes. The defense asserts that Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has, in fact, misremembered the event, what made her do so?
LaBelle was disguised as Tenma, not Filch?
No, this is Damien Tenma.
Oh. Might explain... That does not explain the muscles. That fucking body of Adonis that we saw. That does not...
So, right, okay.
God forbid any of these wrestlers have tattoos.
Yeah.
This whole case falls apart.
Yeah. But right, say... Okay. So LaBelle does something and Damien Tenma ends up in the Forbidden Chamber.
Yeah.
He then kills the alderman and is dressed as the Amazing Ninetales when he does it, or when he opens the thing at least. He drags Damien Tenma out. He changed clothes with him? And then he has to change clothes again to put him back?
Yeah, that's a bit too involved, I think.
Yeah, like he has to change clothes. He has at least 3 outfit changes.
Yeah.
And when we saw the animation at the very, very start of this,
He was in his regular.
he was in his
getup.
regular outfit. He was also blonde, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh? He does have hair dye.
I think I've.
Oh?
What if that is LaBelle in the Amazing Ninetales outfit?
Right.
The only thing hindering that was that they found a tuft of hair inside the mask when it was washed up on
Yeah.
the river.
But didn't they connect it to the mask?
What if it wasn't? Just bear with me here.
Okay.
LaBelle's hair dye
Hmm.
dissolves in water.
Okay.
What if LaBelle is silver as well?
Hmm.
So he's blonde at the time, puts the mask on, whatever.
Yeah.
Does the needful,
Yeah.
yeets the mask out the window. Well, I don't need this thing anymore. It washes downstream. The water washes the hair dye out of the hair that got trapped in the mask somehow.
Okay.
Somehow I don't really know how or why yet.
Yeah.
They find that inside the mask. It's silver. They presume it's Rex's or it belongs to the mask, or
Yeah.
like I know there was a thing where like they literally show you connecting it back on.
Yeah.
But what if it wasn't? What if it was his like actual hair?
Hmm. That still doesn't explain who was
Yeah.
Justice Tenma.
Yeah. Well, look, I don't think it's gonna. I think we have to go with LaBelle was disguised as Tenma for this, because Jinxie was confused. Yeah, no shit.
And also, it would make perfect sense then why he said, "I killed him"
Because
to his own daughter.
yeah. Also, she got the rooms mixed up.
There's only one room.
There's only one.
There's-
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. There's only one room.
And Jinxie was confused is not enough of an answer.
No. All right. So by process of elimination, we have to go with the disguised as Tenma thing.
Yeah.
All right. The figure Miss Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence.
That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unalike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise? Yes, they both do have incredibly distinctive faces. Oh, we're coming up on an ad break in about 20 seconds, so primers and subs will continue on into our other lovely views. We'll see you in about 3 minutes. Maybe the disguise completely hid his face? I think Jinxie would have mentioned it if she couldn't see her father's face. And if it was that sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it? Oh, right. Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Dono. Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of? I think I'll pass it. Ah! Ah! Are you okay, Apollo? I'm not fine, am I? Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way, Your boldness, your verdict, if you will.
Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further arguments.
What's even left for me to do? Oh. Oh no, no.
What? Did we pick the wrong one?
No,
No?
no. Damien Tenma is the nine-tailed fox. That's why Jinxie wouldn't have removed the mask. Removing a wrestler's mask is tantamount to death.
But she didn't see the nine-tailed fox.
Oh, I think I know where this is going. I think I know where this is going. Because they brought up... Hold on. Maybe the disguise completely hid his face. Well, if it was that sort of disguise, why wouldn't she have removed it? He's the fox.
But I don't know.
Alderman Kyuubi is not the nine-tailed fox. Damien Tenma is.
The amazing nine-tails.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. You know what I meant.
I know.
not the yokai, the wrestler.
Yeah, but when she came into the room, there was her father and the dead guy.
Okay.
Right.
So what if? Because you said something earlier. What if he had the mask on and his suit?
Right.
So maybe it is. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is. LaBelle. Alright, so bear with me here. LaBelle. The thing in the courtyard with the fox and Taro.
Yeah.
That's LaBelle and Filch.
Right.
Damien's locked up in the chamber.
Yeah.
So after that encounter, LaBelle goes back, opens the forbidden chamber, pulls out a drugged, or, Damien, who's still wobbly from getting beamed in the head with that statue.
Yeah.
Strips him down,
Right.
puts on his outfit, keeps the mask on, slumps into the chair, lies to Jinxie.
Yeah.
She runs off. He swaps back to continue the crime.
I don't know. It seems like she would have mentioned her dad was wearing the mask.
Not if she knows, because you don't give up a wrestler's true identity.
So that was her finding out that her dad was that wrestler?
Or she's... I don't know. I just think there's something to that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a twist that the guy named Tenma is actually the nine-tailed fox.
Right.
Or the amazing nine tails, whatever.
But didn't we know it was the other guy anyway?
We presumed because
Weren't we told?
Kyuubi, big jacked guy, and that they found silver hair in the mask. They just presumed it was his because he's gray-haired.
Yeah.
I think I'm onto something here.
Okay.
I think I'm
Okay.
onto something here. Hi, Magus. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I froze.
Yeah, you did.
Hi. Hello.
Yeah, your model said no. No waving for Meg. But hey,
you
your
did.
mouth stopped moving.
Hi.
Am I
you froze
freezing?
too. Oh.
That's what I get.
You get for mocking me.
Yeah. Oh, I think the whole computer is just seizing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there's you. Okay. Oh. Are we okay?
It was like I hit that button to make you move and everything just had a panic.
Yeah. I guess just...
Oh, there you go.
Ah!
Delayed response.
Oh, okay.
But no, I think I'm onto something with that.
Okay.
They live, just barely. What's even left for me to do? Apollo! Remember what Mr. Wright always says. When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down.
I thought he said go back to basics.
Turn the case upside down, huh? Turnabout, huh? He does say that, doesn't he?
I don't feel like we've ever heard him say that.
But I don't quite see how it applies here. Still, never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. And rather than she didn't tell anyone about the disguise, maybe it was she couldn't talk about it.
Taro's head instead.
This is you.
Oh.
It's me, but look at it. A wrestler's mask.
A wrestler.
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. No.
Capcom and typos. Name a better duo.
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
So you.
And what about the fact that it was the amazing Ninetales who opened the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others. Can these facts turn things around? Yeah. What about the fact that it was the amazing Ninetales who opened the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others? Can these facts turn things around? We've got it all backwards! Apollo?